Hey, Dream Drivers, welcome to episode 233 of the Dreams and Drive podcast. Happy New Year if this is your first time tuning in for the year. This episode is super special. We are going to be officially kicking off our Front Seat Fridays series. I know that I did a pilot episode a few episodes back with my friend Mary, Starting Over is Okay, but this time around we're doing it full-fledged. I got another friend to come out and do an episode with me. I'm going to be catching up with my childhood bestie, Samantha Dazzel, and we're going to be talking about the realities of what it really takes to go from park to drive in your life as a dream driver. So side note, Samantha is the sister of episode 119 guest Lanice Dazzel Harris, so that's the connection there. And I wanted to have Samantha on because I feel like I often interview a lot of already successful people who have built these big businesses, have achieved all these things. But what about the dream drivers who are in the beginning stages of their journey, who are just starting out, who are hustling, who are, regular people in the sense? What does dream driving look like for them? So Samantha's going to share her journey of why it took her 10 years to get a 4-year bachelor's degree. She's going to give us the whole detail on that. And I think it's a topic that a lot of us can relate to. Sometimes things just take longer for certain people and you can go through a lot. You can doubt yourself. You can compare your situation to others. So I think hearing how Samantha dealt with that and how she was able to take herself out of park and into drive is going to be really, really special for you guys listening in. And guess what? If you're listening to this right now and you want to watch the video, you want to see me and Samantha interacting in the front seat of the car and talking about these issues, the video is live. Just go to youtube.com/dreamsanddrive or go to dreamsanddrive.com. You can also watch it on Instagram or go to our show notes page for this episode. And you can watch the video there. And I really want to drive people to watch it. This was my first time really investing in doing a video. I had a DSLR camera, I edited it. I wanted to get you guys to see what it's like to have these in-depth, in-person conversations and to see the interaction between me and Samantha. I really think it was fun filming. And I want to challenge myself, as I was saying, episode 232, in 2020, I want to do more video content. I want to get out of my comfort zone. I actually just did a podcast episode with Kiana Edie of the New Geechee podcast, and she asked me, where have you been and where do you want to go? And after a while, it took me a while to answer that, but I answered I've been in my comfort zone and I want to get out of it. So that is the theme, No Comfort Zone 2020. So please make sure you actually watch this video. Give me feedback. Let me know what you think about it. I also want to give a special thank you to Mazda. So when you watch the video, you'll see that I'm in a 2019 Mazda CX-5. Did a whole little trailer video with the Mazda, and it was a great car to record this. There was a lot of space in the front seat, so you were able to really see our faces, see our body language, and all that good stuff. So thank you to Mazda. I've been a long-time driver of Mazda. Mazda has partnered with me many times over the past few years, and I always enjoy their cars. I love how luxurious it feels. I felt like I was driving in a really high-end luxury car, whereas this car is pretty affordable for everyday people like you and me. So thank you, Mazda. And last thing, guys, we were also rocking, me and Samantha, we were rocking our Dreams and Drive gear. And guess what? The Dreams and Drive merchandise shop has been restocked. Go to dreamsanddrive.com/shop. If you want to buy your own gear, we have t-shirts, we have crew neck sweatshirts, all different colors, our classic red, black, and gray, and a bunch of other colors. So please enjoy the merchandise. Support the show. That's a great way to support. And also it's just a great way to let other people know that you are putting your own dreams into drive. That's dreamsanddrive.com/shop. All right. As always, show love, share this episode with a friend, post about it on Instagram, social media, wherever you are. Make sure you're following us across the board at Dreams and Drive, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Let's get into this episode and y'all can get into the front seat with me and Samantha.
Hey!
Girl, how's everything?
Everything is good. How are you?
I'm
guys. So excited to be on this episode of
Front Seat Fridays, Dreams and Drive with Rana Campbell, and this is your girl Samantha Dazzel.
Hey.
And we have been friends for how many years?
Our whole life, since we were like 6 years old. We're what? How old are we?
28.
28 years old.
So that's 22 years of friendship.
That's almost our whole entire life.
You have been along with me as we were both dream driving as kids, doing all sorts of things.
And while we were doing this shoot, I'm saying like, yo, we've been doing this since we were kids. Like this whole photo shoot thing, this video thing.
Ideas.
It's in you. You're confident. You're meant for this, girl.
Thank you, girl. I remember, if you guys have listened to the podcast, you've heard me talk about when I was a kid. I was a girl. We was in a girl group. Remember KRS?
Yes, we had our cookies.
Our cookie company called Ransom Cookies.
Lemonade sales.
And also we had like the music production, remember?
Yes.
My dad bought me a mic and we had that little Disney.
Like a Pro Tools kind of thing.
It was Disney.
Yeah.
And we made little beats and songs and stuff.
Yeah, we was always up to something.
Yeah, so I wanted to invite Samantha on this Front Seat Fridays because I thought that she has a story to tell to you guys. And I know that somebody listening in, somebody watching this today will feel motivated and encouraged to keep going and to not feel like they have to be in park forever, right?
That's right.
So the topic of today's episode is, it took me 10 years to finish a 4-year degree, right?
Right, 10 years.
We're going to talk about that, Samantha. Can you tell me about this journey of yours from going from park to drive? Tell us about why it took you 10 years to get your bachelor's degree in social work.
Right, so I graduated high school in 2009, and I recently graduated this May 2019. And I had a lot of roadblocks that stopped me and put me in park before I, finally finished my degree. I started off at Essex County College, and I had one more semester left before graduating. That's a 2-year college. For those of you that don't know, that's community college. And because I was looking at you finished school, on time. I had a friend named Shanique who finished school on time. I had other friends who finished, in a 4-year college, in a university. I felt left out. I felt like, I'm in this community college and whatnot. And so I end up transferring to Rutgers. I lost 30 credits because I transferred before graduating.
Wow.
Just to keep up with everybody else. So just by doing that, I put myself in park.
So you were not gonna... So why do you feel like you had to keep up with everybody else?
You're young and you want to feel like you're in a university. I felt like I was not that smart because I couldn't get into a university because high school I didn't put on my best performance until my last year of high school. I finally got honor roll for the first time. So, I just felt like I wasn't good enough because I wasn't in a university, which made me compare myself to other people, which essentially cost me money and cost me time. And so that's a big lesson that I want to share with everybody here. Don't follow anybody else's path.
Number one, don't compare yourself.
Don't compare yourself. Everybody's journey is different. Because guess what? Me and Rana got a bachelor's degree 10 years later.
You wouldn't even know. Like, no one's going to go up to you and be like, how long did it take you to get that degree?
Exactly. And nobody cares if you got it for, a university or I got it, And so it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there. You're gonna get there. So, that's one thing. Comparing myself to others put me in park. Don't compare yourself to others.
All right, so let's talk about something else. What was the second thing for you that you think put you in park as well?
A relationship. I was in this toxic relationship with this man, and it took a mental toll on my life. I feel like you have to be careful who you connect yourself with. Because connecting myself with this individual, I consumed myself with him. Some other spiritual things happened that set me back, and I took a whole year off of school.
Because of that, being with him?
Because of what I was going through while with him. He was a great guy, by the way, but that story is for another time. Just know that being in this relationship wasn't the right relationship, and mentally I just couldn't focus to be in school with what I was going through inside of the relationship, which made me take a whole year off of school, actually over a year, and then I had to pay fees because I guess when you lapse time, they make you pay a fee to come back, and it was just a mess. So this relationship, this my suggestion to everyone here is be careful who you connect with. Make sure that you connect with the right people, because that can set you back too when you're not connected to the right person and the right relationships and things of that nature. So that was another setback, but I didn't let it stop me. I still went back to school.
So what point did you say, all right, I gotta get with it?
When we broke up. We broke up, and I believe God delivered me from something I was going through. And then I actually had the courage to go back to school. And I was like, I'm not going to let this stop me. I'm going to go back.
Were you nervous?
I was excited because I felt like my life was on play again rather than on pause. So I just looked at it as a new start, a new leaf. I haven't failed a test or anything since going back.
And before you were?
And before I was.
Wow.
I mean, this is going to bring us into the next thing, failure. I didn't fail. Yes, I did fail one math class, but everything else for the most part, I passed, I studied, I did things I never did before. I did very well in school. So a setback is a comeback. So don't even look bad on the setbacks. That can be a comeback.
Yeah. So don't compare yourself to people. Relationships also affect you during this time.
Connect to the right people.
The failure or just failing things. But wait, you know what's funny, Samantha?
What?
I remember when we were kids, you were never good at math.
I was never good at math. I always failed math.
That was a struggle, and you kind of felt like insecure when it came to other people and them being able to excel. And this is just one area. Remember my dad used to always try to help you.
Guys, I was terrible with math. Like, I'm talking about in college, I even didn't know high school math. And this is the crazy thing that put me apart. I waited until my last semester of college to take math because of the fear of it and because of the struggle that I had with it. I dropped it so many times. I would start it and I would drop it. I would start it, I would drop it until my last semester. I passed math finally with an A for the first time in my life. The last semester of school. And not only math, I got an A also in statistics, which is also a form of math, the last semester of school. So I took a big risk because if I failed those school classes, I wouldn't have graduated on time.
Yep.
But I faced my fears. I put in the work and I prayed a lot. I give God the glory. I'm very big on God. And I passed with an A for the first time in my entire life, an A in math and an A in statistics.
That's amazing.
And after dropping those classes a couple times, I just dropped them a couple times.
So what do you think made the difference? How did you get that A from going from somebody who used to never even being able to excel in it?
God, and also put in the work. I was doing this work for hours. I would stay home, from church, from everything, and I'll be focusing for 4 hours. So whatever you put your mind to, you can definitely do it. You just have everybody has a brain. You just have to be disciplined. Some people get things quicker than others, but you have to believe in yourself and you have to put in the work. You don't expect handouts. You gotta put in the work. So I put in hours of studying. I really paid attention in class. I took notes, and even when I felt stupid fast in certain questions, I still asked those questions. And I did it. And that's like one of the biggest accomplishments this year. So that's how I went from park to dry. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it. Believe that, you know what, if I put in the time and the effort, I can do this.
So what about, your full-time job throughout school was working as a TSA agent. I mean, do you want to tell people that?
Yes, I work for TSA currently. Hopefully not too long. I'm grateful, but it's been over 8 years.
She needs a social work job, y'all.
Yeah, it's been over 8 years with TSA, but go ahead.
So how were you able to balance having was it full-time when you were in school?
It was full-time in school. And that's another thing that put me in park. Being full-time work and, only being able to take 2 or 3 classes. Maybe one semester I was full-time in school. So that's another thing that took me 10 years. The fact that I was full-time work and then I had to take 2 and 3 classes instead of taking 12 credits a semester that everybody else might take.
Yeah, I think it depends. Princeton was a little bit weird. We didn't do it like that.
Yeah, so I think only one semester I was full-time, so that's also set me back, but don't let that stop you. You have to eat. Some people have kids, some people are married. Work your full-time job, but don't let that be an excuse not to put your dreams in drive. Don't let that be a reason why you don't follow your dreams. If you have to work them, get there slowly. It's fine. It's no
So
rush.
how did you do it? Like, how did you kind of section out your time so you had time for homework? You still had time to have your own life?
This is like the most sleep I've ever got in my whole life. Like,
now
seriously, now that I graduated. And I literally I worked overnight just so I can go to school in the daytime.
Wow.
Yeah. So I probably would survive off of about 4 hours of sleep. I had no weekends because my days off was for doing homework, for writing papers. So that's how I survived. Just sacrifice sleep, sacrifice time. Whenever you want something, you have to make sacrifices for it. So, that put me in park, a little bit. It caused some delays, some traffic delays, being full-time work, but I got through it.
So what do you feel like you've learned about yourself throughout this journey, right? Like, it's been a decade long of you reaching this goal that you had for yourself. Looking back at it, what can you say, like, Samantha is better at this because, or what's that lesson you've learned for you as an individual?
I've learned a lot of lessons. I learned, number one, like we said originally, you're on your own path. Don't look at nobody else. And that comes to marriage. Oh, she's getting married before me. Oh, I don't know. She has her degree before me. Or, this person has their own business.
They got their own house. They're not living at home.
Right. Don't look at all of that. God has a path for all of us. Everybody's journey is different, and no matter what you do to set yourself back, you can always get back. Setbacks are stronger comebacks, because when I took a setback from school, when I came back, I was better in school than I've ever been. I didn't miss a paper, I didn't miss an assignment, I didn't fail a test, except for math, but I redeemed myself with that A.
Yes.
But, I learned not to compare myself to others, to stay in my own lane. I learned time management. Time is so precious. I can't believe that next week I'll be 28. Like, that's crazy. I learned that make the best of your time, because when you procrastinate, you put things off, you realize how much you could have done.
Samantha is real on that. She's somebody who, she wants to know, so when are you going to get it done by?
Yes. I'm trying to plan a vacation with Raina. I'm like, Raina, April. And she's like, chill. But I just value time so much now because I've wasted so much of it, whether it be in relationships with men, whether it be what else, just in general, just thinking I have time, so
that's true. Time is guaranteed to nobody.
It just goes by so fast. Before you know it, it's 2022, and I'm 30.
Don't say that.
But I'm just saying.
I know.
You get what I'm saying? So redeem the time. Make the best of your time. Don't worry about time lost. It's already lost. You have the present. You have right now. And make the best of it so that when you look back, you're not like, oh, dang, I wish I did this. Oh, dang, I wish I did that. No. Make the best of your time. That's what I learned. Not to compare myself to others. And to redeem the time. And do the best that you can with your time. Live your best life.
Well, Samantha, I always love to end all our episodes with our guests with you have to have your, you have to have your keys to success, right? Your keys to success.
My little degree. Key to success.
You got your tassel. So tell me, Samantha, what do you think are 3 things every dream driver needs in their toolkit before they hit the road? This could be anything that you learned about, not even just about this topic, just in life.
Before you hit the road, number 1, you need God. You need Jesus. I'm referring to Jesus. In my personal opinion. Mm-hmm. Number 2, you need confidence. You need to believe in yourself.
Yep.
And number 3, you need determination. And determination because there'll be many things that come to try to stop you, to try to block you. But if you have determination, you're going to push past those obstacles. That's what I believe helped me also in still staying in school all those years and not just saying, oh, forget it,
Yeah, you could have easily said.
I could have just easily said, forget it. Let me just stay in TSA. Let me just try to go up the ladder there. But because I was determined to be a social worker, to, push past these roadblocks because I know what I wanted. Follow your dream, follow your passion. I just stuck with it.
Mm-hmm. So you know what, Samantha, I want you to do right now?
What?
I want you to get into the driver's seat. Come on.
Oh,
yes, driver's seat. You're gonna get in the driver's seat.
Rana, you know what? I might need a little guidance on
All right, so this is the first time we're doing this. Yes. This is going from part. You went from park to drive.
Right.
So right now, girl, I want to see you.
Okay.
Put this car, this Mazda, guys. We are in the Mazda 2019 CX-5. Thank you, Mazda, for giving me this car for the week. It has been a wonderful ride. And
it's nice.
The interior is nice. I'll probably give you guys a little bit of a tour heated seats. But, the whole time that we were doing this, Samantha, you were in the passenger seat, but I think you have earned the keys. Show them the keys. The push to start. All right, so just put your foot on the brake.
My foot on the brake.
And then you're going to press start.
It's fancy, y'all. So it's some engine without the key thing.
Okay, girl.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Bye.
All right, so that's a wrap for this episode. I hope you enjoyed hearing more about Samantha's dream driving journey and her keys to success. If you love this episode, guys, please share it with a friend. Make sure you can find us across the board on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Dreams and Drive, and use the hashtag Dreams and Drive when sharing. And Dream Drivers, don't forget, if you want to buy Dreams and Drive merchandise, the Dreams and Drive shop is officially restocked and open. Go to dreamsanddrive.com/shop. That's dreamsanddrive.com/shop to support, buy gear, buy t-shirts, buy crew necks. I want to see y'all rocking Dreams and Drive all 2020. Now, if you finish listening to this and you want to watch it, you want to hear this conversation again, please go to youtube.com/dreamsanddrive. Go to our Instagram page, Instagram TV. Go to dreamsanddrive.com. Click on the show notes for this page and you can watch this video. The main purpose of this was for it to be a video series. So you guys who are listening to it or on audio right now, or on the podcast episode, you're getting an extra treat. But I really want to make sure I'm driving traffic to the actual video. So if you're sharing it, share the video. And just take some time to just really think about what Samantha said when it comes to we're all on our own journey. And I hope you guys are all inspired by hearing her journey of why and how she was able to muster the courage and the strength to not give up on these dreams of hers. Thank you, Samantha, once again for being on the show. Wherever you're listening, please make sure that you are subscribed, whether that's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, any of the podcast listening apps. Please hit that subscribe button so that you get notifications every time we have a new episode. And please continue to leave us reviews on Apple Podcasts. I definitely love reading when we have new ones. And then lastly, guys, I want to get your feedback. What did you think about the show? What did you like? Any guests you want to see me bring on? Any ways that you think I could improve? Please let me know. I'm always an email away. I'm always available on social media. I love hearing from you guys. And remember, as I said, in early 2020, at least, we're not going to have a strict schedule. So I'm not sure when I'm going to release the next episode. So make sure you rock with this content. Go back and listen to previous episodes. If you haven't listened to episode 232, please, by any means, go and do that. Go back and just explore the catalog. There's so much Dreams and Drive content to consume. There's a lot of stuff that I personally want to go back and re-listen. So do that. And that's a way that you can support the show. And shout out to our latest Patreon supporter, Renee. Thank you so much for joining the Dreams and Drive community on Patreon. I really do appreciate you. And if you want to support Dreams and Drive, donate, become a $5 a month patron of Dreams and Drive. Just go to dreamsanddrive.com/donate, dreamsanddrive.com/donate. As always, keep dreaming, keep driving, and we'll chat again in the next episode. Bye, guys.